and welcome back to episode 12 of my Liverpool Let's Play. So as you can see, the new season is beginning to start, and we have Newcastle in the Community Shield because Newcastle beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final. And yeah, I'll show you what's pre-season. I've left all the games to the manager. I couldn't really be bothered playing them, to be honest. I really just wanted to concentrate on transfers because there has been a lot of transfers. As you can see, we spent 95 million. They gave me a budget of around 50 to 55 million, something like that. And yeah, I said I was going to win the league. So they gave me a 2 million wage budget, which was pretty sick, but I've edited it so I can have more money. Because I still need to bring in a few more players. As you can see there, some of the regens that are signed. Assigned to Stegen for 11.25 million, the goalkeeper, who's absolutely class. And how I got him, basically, it came up on my his agent offered, saying he was available for that price. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for him anyway. Even though I did have Mingale, but Mingale isn't that highly rated on this game. And I've signed Kuchia, who I needed a replacement, a backup player for Glenn Johnson, with Revelia getting really old and stuff. So I ended up selling him as well to Leon for like 100k. Signed Alexandro from Porto for 13.5 million. He's class, absolutely class. So and he can be like a world class player pretty much. So it's a good signing for me. As well, I signed Verratti from PSG, who again can be he's already a leading star, but he can be better than that. He can be a key player. So I am happy with that signing for 12 million. And I signed Lamella for 45 million pound. 45. I was debating whether to put this transfer through. I was like, 45 million. I guess I needed some quality wingers. I've got Coutinho on the left. Now I've got Lamella on the right. So, but obviously he's 3-star at the moment. He's a star, but he can be world class. So you can't go wrong with that. And I also signed Nacho Monreal from Arsenal, who was transfer listed. So I signed him for 3.9 million, and I'm just going to trade him in the left wing back position as backup. Pardon me. And for the players out, I sold Kakares to Ajax for 2.5 million. I was a bit disappointed about that one. I kind of really thought I should have just for 2.5 million. I should have kept hold of him because I do need a player in defensive mid now. Wisdom, I sold him for Southampton for 3 million. Jordan Henderson to Arsenal for 9.25 million. As I said before, Riviere to Lyon for 100k, and Go to Ipswich for 180k. Coates to West Brom for 2.8 million. Reina to Napoli to 7.5 million. Aspas to Granada for 5.25 million. Enrique to Shakhtar for 15.25 million. This was probably the best deal I managed to get. That is such a fucking good deal. Right, and I've also managed to sell Barini to Milan for 9 million, which is again I thought was a good deal. And Brad Jones to Man City for 250k, which is surprising that Man City offered anything for him. Seeing as I didn't really need him, I would have let him go on a free. So this is my team that I'm going to line up against Newcastle that I'm going to be playing today. We've got Coutinho and Lamella on the wings, both as inside forwards. Got Suarez as the complete forward and support. Verratti is the advanced playmaker. Gerrard is the central midfield player. What's his stamina like now, Gerrard? 12. Can't really put him as a box-to-box midfielder, can I? What is that? No, I'll leave him as that. Got Sandro, Johnson, Lucas, and Aga and Saka with Ter Stegen. And I need to add that because I've only got 6 subs. So yeah, I'll be doing an overall transfers because obviously I need a defensive mid. Obviously not someone too good. I'm not going to pay a lot for him, but I do need maybe a loanee. I have actually tried to sign this guy on loan, who Real Madrid want 14 million for him at the moment, which is good. I was considering maybe just buying him outright, but I wouldn't give him the first team football he'd want, so I might loan him and then put in a future fee or something to see if he's good. I've also turned down a bid from Tottenham for Sturridge, Real Madrid for Suarez, Real Madrid for Lucas. They offered 40 million for Lucas, and I was looking at the defensive mids in the game, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep him. Um, but that's that. So let's go into the game against Newcastle. Hopefully we can. Obviously, we've got a few new additions, three new players in the starting 11, four new players even. Um, so they might not gel straight away, but as long as we have a good performance, even if we lose, we won't be too bothered. It's the Community Shield. But let's go into the game. Hopefully, Lamelo will have a good season for me because that's a big price tag. They don't really look like they signed anyone. They signed Nick Powers out on loan. Yep, it's on loan from Man U. So obviously he's got massive potential on this game. Um, yeah, let's just tell him to go pick up where you left off. Solid defense, control the midfield, and quality finishing. Let's go into the game. Come on, let's see what he can do. I don't think this is a highlight. I think it'll just, yeah, it's just in the usual. You see a few sideways passes, and then it skips a bit. But Newcastle look like they've had the first highlight. Is that Sandro who's injured on the left? Or is it Coutinho? Yeah, it's Coutinho. Um, that's a bit annoying. But I won't bring him off. Maybe bring him off in half time. Let's apply this. And I've just missed it. To apply that advice. So we've got Johnson now running down the right. Verratti to Lucas to Gerrard. It's a bit of a bad pass by Gerrard. You'd expect better from him, wouldn't you? Don't get sent off, man. The last episode I did, you got sent off. He's been yellow carded. Newcastle have actually had more shots, which is surprising, but we have dominated the ball. And saying that, they've just scored. Kabai, who's an absolute animal in this game, has scored, making it 1-0 Newcastle. And I think Newcastle are just my bogey team at the moment on this. Can't seem to beat them. I don't really know why he's just breakdancing over the ball. It's a bit of a weird one. See if we can make it 1-1. Aga, straight at him. I'd say we've dominated this half. I mean, it's been even on shots, but we've had more possession. Shouldn't really go in behind, but we have done. I'll probably change it to attack. Um, doesn't seem to be getting many chances. I'm just going to say you haven't been good enough. Show me something else. And let's go into the second half. I might have to bring off Lucas for maybe Asiedi. He was obviously coming back off loan. I think he was on loan to Stoke, I think, last season. But I'm going to keep him in my team as backup. Probably going to do that now. Don't tell me I haven't put Asiedi on. Oh, I mean, Sterling's good enough as well, so I don't really mind. Don't really mind that. Obviously, with when we're not controlling, we lose possession, and it doesn't look like we're gonna have to go overload. It looks like it's gonna be a 1-0 victory to Newcastle, which is a shame. But I'm not that too bothered. I'm not too bothered. Obviously, look at it now; it's an even game. Could have gone either way. But I'm still going to be disappointed because we had more possession and we kind of gave that away when we were attacking. But that could have been my fault. But Cabai got man of the match. Cabai's a tank. So, oh well, not the ideal start to the season, but it's not the end of the world, is it really? Our first game of the season's the derby. I'll probably just cover the end of the month, which happens to be wait, the end of the month is West Ham, Arsenal. I'll do the Arsenal game in a few games' time then. We actually play Newcastle again there. Um, Play Arsenal game, and then by then I should have definitely sorted out my transfers. I mean, that's a good 20 days or so. So hopefully I've sorted them out by then, because the people I need are probably a lonely striker maybe, or a cheap striker. Definitely defensive mid. Other than that, our team's pretty solid. I probably just need to bring in one more player though, because I've actually only got 5 British players, and you need I think it's 5 English players or British. Doesn't really make a difference. But you need 8. But you can, if you have free spaces, then it'll be okay. So I can only register 22 players, and I think I've got 21 at the moment. So I think I'll be okay, because I think this is probably the formation I'm going to be playing most of the season, unless it just doesn't work this season. So it looks like I'll probably only play one up front anyway. So I don't really, if I don't get a striker, then I might try and get an English striker. But yeah, this is going to be episode 12, guys. And if you enjoy the series so far, please subscribe. I'm going to be giving you 2 episodes a day. So I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.